So I have something a little different for you today, and in my line of work, when all properties start to run together, you start to literally just live for the ones that set things apart a little bit. I was a big fan of this place the first time I saw it, which is what I told the investor that ultimately bought it and fixed it up. It is just really refreshing because it's 10 minutes to 15 minutes to downtown. I literally just left 5 Points to get here, but it is in such a peaceful rural country setting. It's just unbelievable. You've got a ton of yard here, and this street that it's on is really interesting because it's just one circle, so no one that doesn't live on the street ever comes down here. And it is a mixture of these really beautiful custom houses and old school ranches, but you go down a country highway and then you turn onto this circle, and it literally just makes a little circle by a bunch of farmland, and then you end up here. So it has a nice little parking pad. It is kind of a, you can't really call it a corner lot. Is there such thing as a circular lot? I guess it kind of is. But this is it, like it just kind of dead ends into this end. And we went in here a few months back, well, it's been more than that now, but last year when the initial tenant moved in and did some work to it. So it's really nice, really updated. I really do not think you can find a better, excuse me, better property for your money than this one. So coming in, last year we had somebody come out and they put in all these new floors, and the tenant has taken such good care of this one that you can barely tell she ever lived here. So it's gray theme paint all through it, very modern light fixtures, and then you have a vaulted ceiling with exposed wood beams. They did a new heating and air conditioning. There are laundry hookups, and they also have put in newer stainless steel appliances. I'll show you the back deck, which overlooks like a little creek way in the back. So there's a creek, a ton of yard, a willow tree. You got a nice water tower back there. Range hood, and it has 2 bedrooms, so we also still have the touch-up paint and stuff for it, so that's awesome. You can, you know, of course have curtains and stuff, but the windows are so high you really only need to cover the living room window if you're a fan of the clean look with no blinds and things like that. Again, here's another view of the living area. Nice little, either a display rack or a linen closet. Bathroom with a rain shower head and an exhaust fan. Little vanity. And here's the other bedroom. So you see what I mean? This paint, like it looks like she just moved in or we just did the remodel again because it's in really good shape. But if you're one of those people, and I always was one of those people, I loved and appreciated the country so much, but the city girl in me wants to be able to get to Whole Foods or, you know, civilization relatively fast, but still have chickens or whatever it is you want to have and that codes will allow you to have. But this gives you both of those things. Like, it's a trendy renovation. The guy that did this does a lot of property for us in East Nashville. And it looks like that, except it's 15 minutes down a country highway where you can have chickens and perhaps a llama or an alpaca. Again, you have to check with Cheatham County codes. Actually, this is still, yeah, it is Cheatham County. So Cheatham County codes. But I like it. You know, everybody has their opinion, but I think this is a really cool little place if you're looking for something affordable And to get 2 bedrooms under $1,000 a month, this day and time is like, it's not the easiest, and especially one in this condition. So anyway, this is it. If you want the address and you're still watching this thing, it is 2121 Bracey Circle, which is officially in Joelton, Tennessee, 37080 if you want to map quest it. But if you're new to town, please hear me out when I say this. Nashville maps are so deceiving because the map, our city is still so small, and basically what happens is when you zoom out or zoom in on a map, it's going to show like things are so far away. I have this issue with investors all the time. They're like, what's that, an hour out? And I'm like, no, it's not. But this is a 15-minute drive. And you have 2 points of access too. So if you're worried about traffic in the morning, things like that, you can take this back highway that's literally the one that this road is off of. You can take that all the way into downtown Nashville. If you want to go the interstate, there are 2 interstate accesses right down the road. So, and this part of town actually does have a couple of little locally owned restaurants. There are some bars if you're into that thing. So you're not so secluded that you're going to have to drive 10 miles to a store. That's not the case. But again, if you want to live on a street where pretty much the only people are the local inhabitants, then this is it, because I'm going to do a second video when we leave to show you what driving out of here looks like. But it's basically just a cute little circular street in the middle of a bunch of farmland that just happens to have an incredibly cute duplex. 2121 Bracey Circle, Joelton, Tennessee. And if you want to set up a showing, if you would like to do an application, send it to your friends, those sorts of things, it is listed at 5pointsrealty.co. It's the number 5, points with an S, and it is .co, not .com. So 5pointsrealty.co.